expressed an interest in honoring some of the officers that responded on January 4th. We talked about this several times. We just appreciate everybody's effort that day. Obviously, the officers that first responded to the scene that morning that were on duty and getting off duty, and then everybody that just showed up without much notification or anything. Everybody just came. I think it says a lot about our officers, a lot about our department, and our staff in general. Even citywide, Public Works showed up, Parks Department showed up, block streets just showed up to do what needed to be done. Nobody ever complained. They just jumped in when somebody asked them to do something, they just did it. So we appreciate that, and I appreciate Mr. Nunn stepping up and just recognizing that effort from our department, all of us. So,
Thanks, Chief.
Well, hey, I'm going to have Dirk come join me up here as the mayor. You guys already recognize this. We're going to keep the ceremony tight. None of you put on the badge when you wake up in the morning so that you can get an award for this. But you do put on the badge recognizing immediately that you could be put into harm's way. And whether that's something like a traffic stop that goes sideways very quickly, or whether it's something that impacts all of our kids in our community, anywhere in Iowa. The very fact that your response time not only was flawless, but you ran into a situation where you had limited information and your only focus was on protecting each other and protecting our community is a huge salute to you. You're a young department. When you look around this room, you look at the amount of time that a number of you have had serving and a number of you who've gone to school here have spent time with deep roots in this community. Whenever you lose anyone in your community, it is painful. But particularly in this situation, we knew both the students and we were aware of the shooter and their family. The reality is you did beyond what any community should have to ask of its law enforcement. And so both in our time in the State House and now in Congress, being able to recognize your effort and stand not only with those in blue, but the first responders who were there instantly, says a lot about what a community like Perry has done to be with you. And it's an honor to get to recognize your heroic effort on this. Both these officers here, but each of you and what you do on a day-to-day basis. So on behalf of our community in Iowa, we're incredibly humbled for your service, the sacrifice that you put out there. With that, Mr. Mayor, let me get Chief, I'm going to call you up first. Chief Bond, in recognition of your incredible support to this department, to this community, and on behalf of the 3rd Congressional District in Iowa, we'd like to award you the Medal of Merit. For each of you, the Medal of Merit is a symbol of a great Iowan. There are very few of these that get to be put out, but it also is a recognition. You'll be in the Congressional Library and part of the National Archives for your service to our community. For this, we thank you. Officer Moore. So you were the resource officer first on site, being in response to tragedy and also in recognition of your incredible service. Our community thanks you. Officer Martinez. It's a graduate of both schools and for your service here. Thank you very much. Officer Zygar. Congratulations. Mr. Mayor, if you've got any words.
No, just, I think really appreciate all you did. We're still healing from what happened. We are going to get through it. Come a long way in that just, thank you for continuing to do what you do and helping our community out. So we just really appreciate you all and everyone's efforts through this whole time. So thank you very much.
The Iowa Law Enforcement Association would like to recognize you and the work you did. So if it works, we'll do a team photo with the recipients, and then for any officers who'd like to join us, we'd like to give it to the Iowa Law Enforcement Association for a group photo. Mr. Mayor, I'll put you up front. We'll have you join us, Chief.